It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. I heard you saw that you make music, correct?
Yeah, I make music.
Yeah, man. How long you been doing that?
Like properly, like get a mic and start making music.
Yeah.
I'd say about 5 months.
Oh.
Properly, that's when I got my mic. I have been like making like rhymes and shit. Like fucking alright. When I first started making, it wasn't music. I got into like poetry. So I got into poetry. I was making like sounds gay, but I made like love poems to my crush and shit, and I let her like fucking read that shit.
I mean, that's not bad, bro. Like, that's actually like dope. Like, yo, any girl would love something like that. You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want to?
For real.
Who would?
For real.
Like, it's special, bro. Like, that's something special. Like, a lot of, like, to be honest with you, a lot of guys don't even do anything for their women. Like, even their crush.
Yo, that's facts. That's facts.
Like,
this is my crush was like this is when we were like 13 or 14.
Oh wow, sweet.
So like when she read that shit, she was saying like, "Oh my god, you can become a rapper." And I was like, nah. And I was like, nah.
Are y'all still talking?
Nah, we're not talking anymore. But like, I kind of took her advice and thought I should start rapping.
Man, that's good, man. I mean, like we all go through those things where we kind of lose track with somebody, man. And I know that can be hard, but we just got to keep going, brother. And you know, we're gonna always push through, man. I'm glad that you really got the inspiration to make music, man. So what was like a big like inspiration for you? Like what pushed you forward?
To make music?
Yeah.
Shit. Fucking I'd say I don't know. I like all my life I was listening to like a shit ton of like art and shit. And I kinda like looked up to them and be like, whoa, like they can make these bars and shit, they can make these songs. I was like, bro, that's mad. And I kinda like I don't know, music got my mind as soon as I started listening to it and shit. So as soon as I heard it got like a good song, I was like, bruh. And then like what really inspired me is I'd say like the underground artists. So less like Logic when he dropped his Dream song, Hobson when he dropped his Raw album, Ruthless album.
Oh man, those are my actual 2 favorite artists. To be honest with you, I'm glad they are actually. You know what? And it's crazy because they are the only 2 artists that I've ever listened to. Like, there's other artists out there, but like artists that are actually like well known for being underground. Like, they are the 2 artists that really like stand out from the crowd. They don't try to they don't speak about nonsense like a lot of these rappers do. For instance, I was just with somebody a week ago. I think a week or 2 ago we were together. Not gonna lie, bro, I kind of miss her, but she was listening to all these music, and she talked about she didn't live a reckless lifestyle, but yet the people that she listened to were always talking about having sex with a female and then leaving her. They were always talking about guns and violence. It was loud banging. She was from Chicago, and she ended up leaving me because she said I was toxic. I was a bad person. I was draining. I was this. I was that. And it's like, okay, I tried to teach her, try to help her in life and just help her get through things. But, man, it's she just didn't care, man. And I ended up giving her $900, throughout the whole month. And she just walked up and left. And now she's on Instagram. She's got me blocked, but I can see her on another page of mine. And she doesn't block.
Yeah, it'd be like that. It really do be like that.
Yeah.
I do that shit with my ex sometimes. Like if she comes across my mind, I just like she's blocked me on my main account, so I've got like 2 alternative accounts. So I just like go on them. Borderline stalking, but I don't know.
I mean,
I just like to check up on them, see how they are.
Yeah, I do too. But like, I feel like if I like message her, she's gonna pull that leave me alone, don't mess with me. But like,
yeah, that type of shit.
I made sure she had the bills. I made sure she had her lights cut on when they went out. She stayed in the dark for 2 days, and I made sure I got them back on. I put gas in her car to get back and forth to work. I put food in her belly, everything. So
yeah, for me, it's kind of fuckery because like not only females, it's just like friends. They do tend to switch up on you.
Exactly.
And, like, it's life. Like, you're just gonna have to. People always switch up on people. Honestly, this year I've lost way more friends than I've gained any friends. But like, I don't let it faze me because I know that later in life I'll meet more people that are more realer.
Exactly.
But everyone goes for the shit.
Exactly. So like, my question would be like, what is something you see people lack in the world? Like, what is something you see people really lack in life?
What I see, what people lack in general, people in general?
Yeah, literally.
Like, I'd say faithfulness, or like loyalty, or like, you don't get these ride or die people out here. Like, there are a load of people that claim they are, or like be like, oh no, nobody's doing it like me, all this shit. Like, I'm here for my pals and all this shit. But if it comes to a fucking stranger, and if a stranger needs fucking help, people will literally turn the other way, and like they'll turn a blind eye to it, which I find is like fucking ridiculous. Because when I used to go to college, on the way I used to get the bus to this town and then the train, and every time before the train I find this homeless dude, and he's sitting up right outside the shops where I always go into the shops and buy like food or like whatever, or a drink. And every time I go into the shop, I give him like all my change that I get out of it. And one time where I missed my train, I decided to sit down next to him and have a real talk with him. Learned a lot about this dude's life. He was like a drug addict. He had a kid. He lost his kid because the females like had full custody. He got kicked out of his house and shit. So I just told him, I gave him like, I'd say like 10 pounds. I said, yo, fucking try find, even where you're at right now, try find something that you could do to like give into the community instead of just like laying about. Yeah. And he took my advice, and what he became, he was still at the same place, but next time I came through, he spent the money I was giving him into like these cobblers, so he became like a public cobbler. Oh, and people, so he was like cleaning people's shoes with like shining them and shit.
Wow.
And, people were actually giving him much more money than that, and I was really impressed. Like, he came up with that.
That is so amazing.
Yeah, for real. Like, after he did that, I just still gave him money. I didn't really want him to like clean my shoes, that I can clean them myself. But I'd say about 2 months later, he finally managed to land a job, and now he's got his own house, which I really fuck with. Like, the fact that I was able to help like a small amount instead of pushing himself forward and making him want to get better is just what I live for, I guess. Man. I just want people to do good.
That is impressive. That makes me smile, man. I literally just had a big smile on my face, brother, because like learning from what you did and letting people know that it's not that hard to help other people in the world is really something that we all need to take in action, like, and in mind. Like, it is not hard to help people at all. If you see somebody struggling, take the time to listen to them and like listen to like how they're feeling, because you don't know what nobody's going through. Like you just said, he got kicked out of his house, lost his child. That's a lot to deal with. Like, especially like,
yeah, exactly.
And you're sitting on the streets trying to figure out a way that you're going to get back on your feet, and it just feels very unmotivating. And the fact that you went and helped him, like, bro, that's like so dope. Like, I admire you for that, brother. I really want people to kind of really listen to your example and take example by your lead and do that as well and help other people out there, because there's a lot of homeless people, especially in California. Over here in California, in America, man, the homeless rate is expanding even higher because it's so hard to live out there.
Yeah, actually, like, no, I'd say it's like everywhere, bro. Like, there are a lot more homeless people everywhere. And fucking, I kind of like care about it because literally in the same town with the homeless people, like I think a few months ago before, there was this homeless person that got set alight. He got murdered in the car park because some kids killed him like out of the blue. Yeah, some kids literally poured gasoline over him while he was sleeping and just set light to him because they thought it was funny. As fuck.
Gosh, no, that is not good, man. That is not good at all. That is not good.
Yeah,
I can't believe
it's not dangerous to sleep on the streets, man.
And where are you from, brother?
I'm from England.
Nice. I could tell. I really love your accent, brother. So, like, how is it like in England? Like, for everybody out there who would like to know how England really is if they've never been there, like, how would you describe it as? What's the environment like?
My advice, don't up north, go to the south. Go to the south because the views down here are fucking beautiful. It's like the countryside bit. So there's a lot of greenery. If you're talking about like the suburbs and shit. In the city, fucking lively as shit, but keep yourself to yourself. Don't fucking start an argument with anyone because like there are a lot of stabbings and like acid attacks in London.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's fine, but it's not as bad as it sounds like. Like, if you stick yourself to yourself, and if you need help, just ask like a normal person. Don't. And if people go up to you, and if they're looking dodgy, just like try avoid contact with them, cause and never go to like a lonely like alley or like street like by yourself where it's full of like goons or some shit or like people from the hood. I guess I'd say Brixton and Hackney. They're the two places where it's quite bad.
So just like be careful of those areas over there of where you're telling people not to go, because I know there's a lot of people I've talked to that want to go to England, and they were like, well, I need to know like what's it like down there and like how's the environment, and you give people some advice to let them know like where not to go and where to go.
Yeah, I'd say like the country, like the coast is beautiful. So like check out the coast.
Hey, that's awesome.
The if you want to go clubbing and shit, I'd say either the city or the coast because they've got the coast. They've got beautiful women. So like you'd definitely pull there. But in the city, the club's busy. I don't know. I know one of my friends. She works at a club, but she's a kind of like a strip dancer type shit. But I can get in there for free. But the club there is fucking mental. It's like I don't know how to explain it. Honestly, you just have to be there.
That is awesome, man. So, what is something you would change if you could change anything in the world? What would you change?
I don't know. I'd say either climate change or poverty. I'd say poverty because but then that's not gonna. I don't know. I'm gonna have to try to be realistic. I'd say climate change. Poverty is always gonna be there.
Yeah.
Because democracy and all shit. But climate change, people just fucking need to be careful of where they put their shit. Honestly.
Yeah. Because
like littering, etc.
It's affecting the world, and it's affecting our animals, and it's also affecting us as human beings. Throwing stuff like, especially when it gets old and dirty and nasty, like that has a lot of bacteria which can cause diseases and people to get sick, and that's just something we have to be careful of, and a lot of people don't take into consideration. They just think about themselves, and it's just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna throw this in the street. Yeah. Okay.
Because usually in life, people have grown to be selfish because that's the only way they can survive in a sense. But what people are forgetting is that we're all like one person. Like we're all the same people in a sense.
Exactly.
And like we're all living on the same fucking like piece of land, pretty much. So like I don't know. I don't understand why people have to like litter. Because like even though to you it seems like a small piece of litter or some shit, that can like if you keep doing that every day for like a year straight, like imagine how much litter you'd have like contributed to giving out and like almost killing animals. Actually.
And even the streets piling up too. Like imagine that. Like it's like a day. It's like a day going to the festival, like at Mardi Gras or something, or a celebration holiday, and people just throwing stuff all in the streets. Like imagine just doing that every single day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. Like that's crazy, brother, and it's really sad. So I have a question I haven't asked anybody, bro, and it's really a question towards our women in society today, and
oh yeah.
I just want to know, like, what is your view on our women in society today? Like, do you feel like they can improve on some things? Like, for instance, we see a lot of women. I see a lot of women on Instagram nowadays. They do stuff just to impress other people, and yet they're in a relationship. So, like, what is your view on women? What is your view on women in society today?
Women, as in like a girl in a relationship, or like women in general?
In general,
I'd say women in general. Like, I respect that women are like being more confident in their bodies and saying it's self-love and shit. But then some women kind of like they give themselves an excuse to be out high and open their legs up to like anyone. I'm not saying like all women, but I'm saying there are a few that are like that. But then, I don't know, I'd say it's kind of a difficult question because I have to be careful with what I say. Cause
I mean, honestly, I want you to like say what's on your mind, brother, because like the thing is, we have to. I want you to speak up, man. Speak up about the situation because like I feel like women need to hear this. Like, and it's not even that we're bashing. It's that if they want to hear like how men view something, then we're gonna talk about it, like regardless. Because at the end of the day, we're only here to help you. And if you feel like we're offending you, then I'm sorry, but we're just trying to help you and help you understand that, like, you know, there's always another way in life. There's always another way. You don't have to do the same thing that everyone else is doing, because it's just like a cycle, and then it's gonna get boring, and then nobody's gonna really want to deal with you. Nobody's gonna want to deal with you. So it's and I've had my share experience because I've seen thousands of people that I reach out to for interviews, and it's like every time I go on a woman's page, and it's not all of them, you know, but most of them that I've been on, it's like a lot of them feed for that attention. They feed for someone else to show them, you know, this is like, I want to be loved, or these guys aren't treating me right, or every man is bad. It's like they bash people left and right whenever people are just, we're trying to do our best to be the best that we can be.
Yeah. I'd say women, if you're wait, this is the interview right now, right?
Yeah, I'm recording right now.
Yeah. Sure. I was saying, women, if you're listening to this, fucking, just, if you want to impress a guy or impress somebody, be yourself, but don't, like, when I say be yourself, as in, like, be your own person, but then have, like, goals, like, success, like, financial goals, get a job, be independent, like, be your own woman, you feel me? Instead of like trying to leech off like a guy, or like if you have feelings for a guy, let the like do your own thing and let the fucking guy chase after you. Feel me? But if the guy doesn't want you and you're trying to chase after him, just like fucking drop it, because there are more women in this world than there are men.
Yes.
So, but like there are I'd say in a society, men are still kind of like dumb in a sense. So if you don't find this guy, if he doesn't like you, there's definitely going to be at least like fucking like 10 guys that want you, but you don't even realize that.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's hard.
It is hard, man. It is, and then you know what? The crazy thing about it, man, and I hate to bring this up about her, but you know. I've been experiencing that with a lot of women I've been with in my time, man. Like I said, I'm with someone now, but you know, at the same time, like my past still creeps up on me, and it's crazy how like when you look back at all these things and just see that you do so much for them, you do so much for a woman, and they just take you for granted as if you were just a bad person, you know. getting so much attention from other people can really affect, you know, the relationship you're trying to have with that one person. It really can, in a very negative way. And I want people to just realize that, like everyone that's listening to this, like you make a choice, and you either go on a choice to be a faithful person and learn to say, look, I'm going to put my phone down. I don't need these other people in my life because I have someone who already is there for me and loves me. Or you either have that phone up, try to be a wannabe model like everyone else, try to get all this attention and all this stuff when there's somebody who's already trying to be there. Like,
you saying that fucking reminded me of this one specific girl.
What happened?
I'm not gonna say her name.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, she's just like a wannabe Instagram model type shit, and she thinks she's like prestige. Like, I hate women that have that. It's okay for women to have confidence, right?
Yes.
But to be able to, I don't mind them flaunting it, right? But the fact that they act like they're in a higher power,
oh my
look
gosh,
down on others, yeah, and for the women to be thinking that they're in a higher power and to be able to look down on others like they're scum and shit. That's what I don't like. Like, I don't give a shit if a woman's confident. Yeah, she can like flaunt her body or whatever. Like, she can flaunt her confidence, whatever. But I hate people that look down on other people when you're literally like equal. You feel me? Just cause somebody to you looks ugly doesn't mean they're ugly. That's just a fucking. It's a preference, right?
Yes.
If I look at a girl, if a girl looks at me saying I'm ugly, I'm not phased about it because I could just say, oh, another girl would just think I'm hot as fuck. It's literally all about preference. But the fact that they want to like force their opinions down your throat and be like, yeah, I'm fucking hot as shit. They try so hard to impress people, and then still like, I don't know. It's fucking.
Yes, bro. You just literally reminded me of my recent relationship, man. Literally, that's exactly how it was. She, and ladies, you know, we don't mean to talk bad, but like we just like when it's guys, a conversation, like we have to talk about these things to let you know like how we feel. But like, literally, she literally like told me, and this is crazy. She literally told me, she was like, I don't want you dealing with none of the people that are in Chicago that I deal with. I don't want you interviewing none of my friends. What did I tell you about interviewing my friends? We were in a relationship. She said, stay away from them. Like,
I know.
what power do you have over me? And I'm actually friends with some of her friends now. Now that we're not even together, like I'm friends with like with a couple of her peoples, literally. And she's like, I'm like, why do you feel like you control these people? Because you got some people who are verified that follow you.
She was them types be like, oh, this is my friend, you can't take him, all that shit.
But what is she jealous of a guy? Why is she feeling like a guy who's trying to change the world, who's trying to help people share their lives? Why are you knocking me down because you think you're the prettiest girl in the world? People, I've talked to people about her all the time, and they tell me things that I'm not gonna say, but you know, it's crazy. People say that she said that I'm toxic, but other people are saying she's toxic.
Nah, she sounds toxic as fuck.
Because like you're throwing me down. Like I've helped you with everything. I helped you with everything. And Hannah, if you listen to this, babe, I'm so sorry, but I helped this girl with everything, and I literally went broke in the month of May for her. Literally, bro, like pour out my whole money just so she could have her way. And she just wants to flaunt it. She just wants to sit here and act like she's just the baddest chick in the world. She's like, oh, I want to be a model. All these dudes comment on her page, talk about, we need to take pictures for the gram. We need to do this. We need to do that. And you talk about you respect me. I don't even go and do that stuff, dude. I barely even post pictures of myself. I'm always posting pictures about life and how the world is. And it's like, people tell me she was toxic, man. And guys, I just want you to learn a lesson. Looks do not mean anything.
Yo, facts. Big facts. Big facts.
I don't care how beautiful a girl is. I don't care how fine she is. I don't care how nice looking she is. She got a nice butt. Cool. But let me tell you something, and it's true for quite a bit of them. Most pretty women out there, most of them are actually trash girlfriends and trash people to be with because they treat men like they're lesser than them because they have all these men who want them. So they feel like, okay, he's different and I'm doing this, so I'm better than him in so many ways because I got all these people. And I'm just like, and I look back now, as we're doing this interview, I feel a little more confident. Like, as I'm gonna look back at this interview every day, bro, and like listen to it, like I'm gonna think like, yo, like I have nothing to lose. She thinks she has all these people that know all these celebrities and know all these connections. Celebrities. That's cool. That's the only thing you're gonna know. Guess what? I'm gonna know 1 billion people around the world who want to share their stories about their life. That's more impactful than one person who has 1 million followers on Instagram. So what? She threw me down, bro, and it's heartbreaking to say this, but I hope everyone really listens and just take this in need. Learn to treat people right. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Hannah, fuck you, bitch. Whoever Hannah is.
Oh, Hannah's my girlfriend.
Oh, wait.
Sapphire is the one.
Was it? Wait.
Sapphire.
My bad. Yo, Sapphire, you're a bitch if you're listening.
All right, but yeah, for real, seriously, literally, don't do that to people. Like, treat people how you want to be treated, for real. And this is common sense, and we have to learn that daily. You're gonna have to learn that for the rest of your life. Every day you walk in life, it doesn't matter if you got a job, if you got a business, if you have anything in life, bro. You have to treat people how you want to be treated because it really, karma really is real. People don't think it's real, but it's real. You could be blessed for a whole. You could be blessed for a whole. Like yesterday, she said she was blessed. Okay, you can be blessed right now, and I bet your life's gonna go to crap because of what you did for me. What you did to me. And then you're going to be all running back, and I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be out here interviewing you guys because of what she said that I was not, that I was toxic. So, I mean, it's principle, bro, and I'm glad that we're talking about this, and I'm glad we just kind of stand this topic up more because I've been wanting to talk about this with people, and I've been talking with the other women too. I've been wanting to talk more about women in general, and then I'm kind of going to talk about men too, how men are, and just how women feel about men, and then of course us men, how we feel about women. And it's kind of just to get how people feel about these certain, how we feel about each other, because at the end of the day, bro, we trying to connect and we trying to do better together. If we're going to do better in the world together, then let's fix these problems together. Let's come together and fix them. Let's hear them, talk about them, and make them known.
For real.
So, bro, it's I keep it real in this interview, man. I ain't censoring nothing. I don't never censor nothing. Everything is gonna be literally uncensored. That's just how it is. And
hey, that's calm. That's calm. I'm just gonna be careful what I say.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So what are your goals, man? What kind of goals do you have for the next 5 to 10 years, man? Literally.
What are my goals? I've got my place. So I'm just trying to focus my shit on music right now.
Hey.
I've got a shit ton of projects in the making. As for goals, 5 years. But I don't know, man. I just go wherever life takes me, I guess.
I like that, brother. That is really cool. So what was some major struggles that you had in your lifetime or even in your childhood?
Major struggles, bro. I went from too many to count. In my childhood, I was abused a lot by my parents and shit. My foster parents. I don't know. It's because I'm mixed race, right? But I'm in a town full of white people, so I was a minority. But when I went to school and shit, I used to get bullied just because of my color.
What?
Yeah, because of my color, bro. And it got to the point where I just chilled alone, by myself.
What?
Yeah, I don't really fuck with no one. until like when I was in like grade 8. That's when I like changed my whole like. I just started talking to a shit ton of people. I started getting out of my. So
you started getting rid of people. You started getting rid of people and really seeing who your true friends were.
Yeah.
Hey,
no,
man.
I never had any friends at the start.
Oh, at the start.
I gained friends, and then like after I dropped out of college, I just cut off all my friends, and only a few of them hit me up still. But everyone's doing their own thing. I don't talk to anyone anymore that I used to go to school with, actually. If I bump into them, I'll be like, yo, what's good? And we just have a little chat. But I don't like go out of my way to like message them and be like, hey, I expect people to like message me, in a sense. But struggles, I used to be a really bad drug addict. When I used to, my first drug bill, I was 13 years old. I did amphetamine.
Oh, man.
Nah, I did amphetamine when I was 12, and then I started doing MDMA at 13, 14. Got into coke, acid, crack, heroin. I was so bad. And then, fucking, when I was 17, I had to go to juvenile. Like, I had to go. They wanted me to go to rehab. I used to go counselling and shit, and then get management. They wanted me to go into rehab, and then I just literally got out of rehab after like 6 months.
Oh man, how's life been recently?
Recently, right now, I don't do any drugs anymore. I drink like on occasion, like when there's an event and shit, and I just smoke cigarettes to stop the cravings for like doing drugs. So like whenever I crave like drugs or shit, I just smoke a cigarette. But then I smoke a cigarette like, all the time. It's kind of bad. So I'm kind of fucked up myself.
Hey, you're still trying, brother. I mean, look, I give you props for really just trying your best to like, change your life, man. And that's like just an example, like right there. Like you can change your life no matter what situation or how you're feeling, like at any given time. Like everybody can change. We all can. Like we have a choice. At the end of the day,
I used to, like, with my drugs, like, my parents, like, fucking kicked me out of the house, and I was home for 4 months.
What?
I was just couch surfing. But the first two, because I live in a fucking, like, a ghost town, like a town that nobody really goes to. So, like, I couldn't really, like, be on the streets, like, looking for change and shit. I just literally, like, slept in the trees, like, fucking, like, in the woods. I slept in the woods. I used to do like drugs like all the time. I became a drug dealer, and I made a shit ton of money for that, like $2,000 a week, because I used to do acid that nobody else could have got. I used to do pills, sell pills. I used to sell coke, like a lot of shit. And I got into a shit ton of fights. That when I was dealing, the police already had a case on me, and they were trying to build a case against me for like 4 years as I was dealing. Yeah, they was trying to build a 4-year case against me. And when I heard about that, I just literally like stopped selling, stopped everything.
4 years? So they was gonna lock you up literally for 4 years of your life. Was it gonna be longer?
Nah. They were building a case of 4 years of evidence.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. 4 years of evidence, like trying to build a case. So I would have got locked up for like life or like 2 life sentences.
Oh yeah. Man, I'm so glad that you stopped, brother. Like I'm really glad that you're here with me today, man. It's just that's a blessing, man. It makes me feel good to know that like people can change, man, and that's just like you're a great example for people like that, like need that boost up, like that are feeling down every day and just like, man, I can't get through life. Like, bro, you're a motivation for people who can get through this lifestyle that we live in, because we living in a bad world, bro.
I'd say niggas that like fucking drug deal, like, just like stop that shit because it's not fucking worth.
Man, hey,
like,
man.
Honest, like, I understand people who say, I drug deal to like get myself in a better place and shit, but that's not gonna last. You need to go legal with this shit. Otherwise, when you do get caught, you're fucked. And even then, it's just like
it doesn't last. It doesn't last. It's like everybody, like a lot of people who do it, either end up dead or in jail.
Yeah, exactly.
And like it's like truth. Like if you watch all these TV shows and even like see it on the news all the time, like cops are always watching. People think, oh, these cops don't care. They have so many less cops in this city. These cops are watching. People
are watching.
They're all watching. Like we got our phones, they can see us. We have our phones that they have cameras that the government's watching. We got our computers, camera, government still watching. We got even our cars. We don't think about our cars, like even like everything. There's cameras literally hidden around towns that people don't even know that we're being watched. Like, and it's crazy. Like you always have to watch what you're doing in life because people are watching you. It's crazy. People are watching you, and people are like, oh, they're not watching me. Yes, they are. People are watching you, and it can be hard, man. So I got about 2 more questions, man. So how would you impact the world? How would
I impact the world? I'd impact it through music because I think that's my niche.
Sweet.
So do some shit. Like if I made money, like if I alright, let's say if I hit like a fucking lottery, and I've got millions, I just like give a lot of my money to charity. Not charity. I'd actually go to Africa and fucking build a well for them because I don't trust these charity people. I literally build a fucking well like right in front of my fucking eyes because I can't trust anyone. Okay. And fucking because like I believe in give a man a fish, he'll eat for the day. But if you teach a man how to fish, he'll be eating his whole life, right?
Yeah.
So if I make a fucking well for like the fucking poor people that need water and shit, they're going to be like drinking for like the rest of their lives good.
Exactly. And water's our nutrients, bro. It helps us like really it really helps us every day. Like, I mean, if we drink water and we have nutrients and food to eat and like all of our basic necessities in life, like we'll be fine. And like,
yeah, because our body is full of like, was it 80 or 90% full of water?
Yeah, our body's like mainly full of water. So like everything that we consume, that's why when we like don't drink water for like a week or something like that, like, or even like a couple days, if we go like 2 or 3 days without water, like we pass out. We get dehydrated bad. And
yeah, for real.
And I remember a situation with my mom. She told me she was at a concert, and mind you, my mom doesn't even drink water. She drinks soda. She literally blacked out at the concert. She said she doesn't even drink water or anything. She was dehydrated for literally 3 or 4 days, and they had to literally put fluids in my own mother. Literally give her fluids so her body could be back to normal. It was crazy, man. Like, that's how bad, when you do not take care of yourself, like, that's how bad it can affect you. Like, and that's just, like, something people have to learn. You have to take care of yourself. Like, stop worrying about trying to impress people and take care of yourself. Like, literally take care of yourself. Like, help people around the world. Like, especially if you're healthy and you're good and you're in good shape and you're in a good mood, help other people. Because, like, a lot of these people that are homeless and not feeling good, these people are going days or even months without like anything, and they're dying on the streets.
Yeah,
it's crazy, man.
It's like crazy, fucking hell.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. So what? So my last question, bro. What questions would you like to ask other people around the world that I interview? What questions would you like to ask them?
My question is, what's the question? If you, with whatever you're doing will work, or like if you're making something, or you're doing a hobby, do you think you're doing the best you can do? Like ever. So let's say with me, if I make music, I'm making a song, right? Mm-hmm. Would you ask me, how about you ask yourself, is this the best I can do? And if it's not the best I can do, keep on doing it until I think it's the best I can do. And when it gets to that point, that's when I have no regrets, and I would just like, I'm happy to like share it to other people and like sell my own shit.
Yeah,
and like
that.
And if people don't like it, that's something to myself saying like, I literally have done the best I can do, so I don't give a fuck. I don't have any regrets. Feel me?
Yes,
because let's say what everyone does in exams, right? before exams, you revise, do all the shit, get these flashcards out, blah, blah, blah. You do all the shit, and you try your literally fucking hardest in exams. Even if you don't get the grades you wanted, you'd still think to yourself, I have done the best I could. Instead of thinking, oh, I could have done this and that back when I should have revised or some shit. You feel me? Or
exactly.
Like, fucking, I don't know.
I like that though. I like that, bro. Like that's a good question to ask people. I haven't heard that one at all. Actually, I haven't heard that one. That's a very unique question, man. I really appreciated that. It's been a really great interview, man. I really thank you for really taking the time out, brother, to share your wonderful story. It was very, very, very touching, man. I'm very inspired right now.
Hey, no worries. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you.
You're welcome, brother. Of course, that's why I'm here, man. I really want to change lives, man. I'm tired of the world just staying the way it is. Everyone getting on the internet, Instagram. I mean, Instagram has become so negative. Like, it's even worse. It's not even like how Instagram used to be actually a user-friendly place before, when they just had the basic Instagram. Now, when you get on it, it's nudity everywhere. People talking about sex. People talking about boasting about money. People talking about banging women and leaving. All these wannabe Instagram models. All these women who talk about men, and men who talk about women. It's just fight after fight after fight after fight. Drama, drama, drama. Kill here, kill there. Beef there. People have
like nothing fucking doing anything good for the world. It's just more like gossip.
It's more like tearing us apart, and we need that guidance, that break upon, and like that's what I'm planning on doing. Like, bro, I'm like not even like lying to you. Like, bro, to be honest with you, I want to grab literally 1 million plus video voice call. How many video voice call interviews I can do as a person, and I want to put millions of those on YouTube and grow YouTube into a positive platform that would eventually turn on to Instagram, where people will be sharing all the videos and stuff that we've done, all of the stuff that we shared, like all that gets shared on the internet, and we can let people know that, like, if you need to speak up, like, you can come right here, and I'm gonna tell you, like, I'm gonna share millions of stories, brother. Like, I want everyone to be happy. I want everyone to achieve their goals. And I want people to understand that there's always another way in life. Instead of trying to follow everyone else that is not happy in life, follow those who are actually doing better in life and improving and trying to make themselves proper. I mean,
exactly.
I only rock, like, literally. I interview a lot of people. The reason I'm interviewing a lot of people, because I know y'all go through a lot, man. I know everybody goes through things and they feel like empty inside, and like I want to kind of open people's hearts and be like, look, you're not alone. I'm here for you. So, and it's a
nice thing you're doing. It's a nice thing. I enjoy it.
Thank you, brother. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed talking to you, man. I look forward to talking to you some more, man, and just kind of really, building a friendship, brother. And
no worries, man. I'm down for that.
Definitely coming in.
I'm shitty at replying. Not gonna lie, as you can tell.
It's okay. Hey, I am too, brother. I trust me, I am too. Like, it's been overwhelming kind of recently, because I've had so many. So basically, I'm taking a break. I'm not taking a break. Like, I'm still gonna get like written interviews, but I'm kind of wanting to now get. I have 34,000 written interviews, so I kind of want to get like the same amount of number of written interviews and get those like into like video and phone interviews now. So I kind of want to get like 34,000 plus phone and video interviews as well, and get YouTube started on the platform and get people's voices heard, like, personally, instead of them just reading it on my website. Like, now you can go to YouTube and like listen to everything and watch everything and really experience what people are going through. So I'm taking it another step further, brother, and doing this again. So I'm glad. I'm like thankful that everybody's like doing this with me. So, man, I really appreciate it. I'm glad that we did this interview, man. I look forward to speaking with you again. I do, brother.
Yeah, that's really good. I appreciate what you're doing. You're doing a fucking... This wasn't... Wait, did you write down this shit?
Oh, no. So basically, with questions, bro, I literally like come off them right off the bat.
Yo, for real.
So as you tell me your story, what I do, I literally have my brain processes another question, and it's just like, okay, this person is telling me this, so I'm gonna say this. So like as you tell me how your life is, brother, like I'm literally like already thinking of another question for you. So it's just like, whoa, like he doesn't even have to write anything down. He can literally just like, I'm like, my brain is so used to now just asking questions pertaining to like your life, and like,
yeah, you're a good ass interviewer.
Thank you, brother.
You're the only interviewer. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I'm telling you, it's crazy, man. I have like, it's weird. People are like, dang, bro, I see why you interview those people now. So you're so good at it.
Yeah.
They're like, you should
get paid, bro.
I mean, to be honest with you, like, I wouldn't mind it. Honestly, like, the only way I know I could get paid is if I did YouTube advertising, and then, of course, on my website through ads. But that's, like, the way that, like, that would be good to do it. And I might think about doing that, go ahead and, like, monetizing things and letting people, like, get paid off of it. And then, of course, help people with my money, give people money, help others out who need it. Most definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Use my money for good. Definitely. That's what I plan on doing, brother. I plan on eventually, not even gonna lie, I plan on eventually building shelters for homeless people, and inside the shelters to provide job opportunities. They have a big table where they can go and find jobs, or even I'll have a job for them, because I'm gonna end up building like hotels, restaurants, gyms, just everything off of like what I'm doing. Literally, with interviewing people, I'm going to turn that into a whole corporation of just giving people opportunities in life and helping people.
So like fucking like what, the no jumping thing.
Exactly. So I want people to like have opportunities in life and grow. That's what I'm here to help people do, is grow every day. So yeah, brother, I'm glad that we did this interview, man.
No worries. I'm glad we did it too.
Yeah, brother.
You're a nice guy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And you know what? You're a very impactful human being, my brother. Very impactful. And
yeah, I try to be.
You know what? You're gonna succeed in life, brother, because I believe you. Every time you release a song, brother, I'm telling you, I'm gonna promote the heck out of that thing, because, like, bro, I want you to grow. I want you to grow.
I actually dropped an EP the other day, but yesterday actually.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to check it out and get it out there, brother. Of course,
yeah,
man.
I'll send you a link.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
It's called Branch Sins EP.
Got it.
Just focus more about it's like, how many tracks were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tracks. The EP's more, it's kind of heavy in a sense.
Is it for a certain someone?
Well, it's a collab EP, so it's me and another person and this whole thing, and we were just speaking on relationships, and yeah, for a girl.
Oh, I see, brother.
So there are different songs for different moods and shit.
Okay.
Static and Glitches is it's about more. Static and Glitches is more of like ourselves and like what's really going on the minds. I'm the first person, and what I went off, the first few lines was something like, killing my own existence. I'm trying to burn down these bridges, never able to go the distance with commitment, and these busy bitches revealing all sexism to them and stuck in these ridges. Some shit like that.
Wow.
But yeah, it was kind of a heavy thing.
That is heavy, brother. That is heavy, brother. I can't wait to listen to it, man. I'm really gonna enjoy it. I know I'm gonna enjoy it. I know I am. So I'm looking forward to it.
I hope you do.
I'm really looking forward to it, brother. So I'm glad we did this interview, man. Look forward to speaking with you soon, brother.
No worries. You too, man.
Have a good one, bro.
You too, man. All right.
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, brother. Yeah.